I think we have made so much advancement of our product portfolio, starting with the cluster, display, and a highlight of the smart core. Those are all always, and this year especially, has impressed our customers.
The week went extremely well from my perspective. So we had a lot of customer engagement with a very high quality level on both sides, from business side, so purchasing in our case, very interesting, but also from technical expertise. So very interesting conversations we had with all the three customers. BMW was here with a very high level. Same for Daimler and also VW with all their brands showing up here. So all in all, it was a very, very positive feedback from the customer base.
It was a great event. I think we had a lot of traffic. Ford was a smaller group this year, but we still had some quality attendees. I think overall the impression of the technology was very positive. I think we made a very good impression with our SmartCore product category because we were able to showcase the product that's already in production. It was a major theme for our messaging going forward, part of some pursuits we're in flight with right now. So overall, it was just a very positive event.
It was great. A lot of energy today in Vegas on our booth. A lot of customer feedback, so it was very interesting.
The good news is almost all of them, but if I were to highlight what was probably getting the most attention, the domain controller properties were very, very popular. Of course, DriveCore. Many of our customers saw DriveCore last year. They were interested to see how we'd moved it forward. Obviously, we have moved it forward, so that got a lot of attention. And then, as always, everyone likes to look at a nice display, a nice instrument cluster, so pretty much everything, but they were probably the highlights.
Definitely the 3D cluster has been one of the highlights where we have a lot of follow-up activity planned, where we have already scheduled follow-up meetings. We've had the head of Volkswagen EE Engineering, Dr. Zeller there. He offered to host a tech day at Volkswagen in Wolfsburg, so we're going to target doing that in the second quarter of this year. The artificial intelligence also, especially with Porsche, was a highlight, so we're also going to do some follow-up activity specifically with Porsche on that. The domain controllers, especially the iterations that we have been showing, has been very impressive.
Actually, many projects, especially on the DI, infotainment and DriveCore side. I think in each domain we had significant interest. On the DI side, the 3D cluster made a big impression. On the infotainment side, the Android system was very much aligned with all our customers with respect to our strategy. And on the DriveCore side, they were very impressed by the flexibility and the scalability of our products. So overall, each domain has very good feedback from our customers.
Annually, do a follow-up tech show specifically dedicated to each customers, tailored toward their needs. But I think SmartCore is something that I believe we can have a deeper conversation with a specific customer that has said they're looking for a partner to work with us. So work on this technology. So those are the key things. Tech shows, follow up on the specific technology like SmartCore, and then display and cluster has been our top product portfolio. So it's going to have a natural follow-up.
With all of our customers, we already have something specific planned. That's going to range from a follow-up meeting where we go through their notes and we give them more information. But we've already agreed to, if you like, mini tech events at the customers. We've talked about the properties that they'd like to see, because obviously they send a selection of people. It's great if they go back and say, hey, Visteon are going to bring this property to see us. So we already have 3 or 4 events already agreed.
I think the domain controller for SmartCore technology, I think, is definitely something that, again, we are in conversation with them today, and I think we made a good impression based on the amount of business we've won, and there's some critical decisions they're pondering. So from that perspective, we see domain controllers a big one, next generation clusters another big one as well.
it was a very useful spend of time. We are getting out of our normal business environment, can have a lot of discussions. It's very useful to talk to the customers off the records and gain some feedback from them that you normally in your normal business doing not achieve. So this is always very, very good, because here in Las Vegas they are all much more relaxed and not addressing the daily operation problems. We do have some, but it's not the focus here, and therefore you get totally different conversations, which is very, very beneficial for us.
It's been a great week. It's been a really great week. You know, this is my 10th CES. It's probably the best one. I'm not sure how we're going to top it next year, but we'll certainly give it a go.